Hello, and welcome to the QuickSeries authoring tool tutorial. My name is Justin, and I will be walking you through how to convert your typical, boring Word document into this beautiful interactive eDoc. When you launch the authoring tool for the very first time, you'll be greeted by this empty publication manager. Think of this as your regular computer file system. Here, you'll be able to create folders, publications, and review details related to each publication. To create your first one, click the Create button and select Publication. This opens up the Publication Settings form, where you can create the title, description, and add the author's name. What I will do is convert this boring-looking Word document into an interactive publication. So first, I will copy the title, copy the description, add myself as an author, and click Save. Clicking Save unlocks the Navigator panel on the left side. To open the Navigator, click on the icon on the left of the Create button. The Navigator allows you to navigate between the publication settings, the front cover, the styling page, which is coming soon, and manage the sections and pages of your eDoc. Alright, let's dive in. First, let's create our front cover. Here, I can upload an image file, such as a JPEG or a PNG file, which should ideally be 920 pixels in width and 1174 pixels in height. This will yield the best results. So let's drag this front cover image that I prepared for this tutorial into the file uploader, and notice that the tool displays a real-time cover preview to make sure that the image I have selected looks amazing. Click Save, and that's it. Now it's time to create content for this eDoc. But first, let's jump into our boring-looking Word document and inspect its content structure. As we can see, we've got the front cover, which we've already created, and 3 other pages. Because the title of the first page looks larger than that of the other pages, I will create it as a section, and create the second and third page as an eDoc page within that section. Let's go back to the editor and create our section. Click on the Create button and click on Section. This adds and create a blank page, which I can rename using the title of that first page in our boring looking document. Next, we'll copy in some text, and as you can see, as soon as I start writing or copying some text inside the editor, the Widgets panel opens up. The Widgets panel contains interactive components that you can add anywhere inside of your eDoc. To close the Widgets panel, click on the large X button below it, and to open it up again, click on the plus button. To use an interactive component in your document, simply drag it from the Widgets panel right where you would like it to appear in your document. I chose to include an image component to mimic the same content as that first Word document page. In this case, simply drag the image inside that component, it will upload it immediately, and display a live preview. It's that easy. Let's now copy the text from that first section into our eDoc, and voila! You've created your very first eDoc section. Click Save, and that's it. Before moving forward with our next page, let's review how we can format some of the content in this section. So as you can see at the top, we have this toolbar, similar to the one you can find in your typical Word editor. You can undo and redo changes, copy, cut, and paste content, add some structural elements such as headings, change the format of words and sentences such as with bold, italic, underline, strike through, subscript, and superscript. You can also add lists such as numbered or bullet lists, change the indentation of your lists, highlight a quote, and change the justification to make your document look amazing. Now, let's create our first page. Click on the Create button, then on Page, and it will add and create a page inside the section we've just created. I will go and copy the title of that page, copy the content, and rather than bringing that image in line as we did with the first section, I will add some interactivity. What I will do is drag the pop-up component from the widgets panel, and then drag an image component right in the pop-up content section, and finally drag the image right in there. What I have just created is a pop-up that contains an image, and once the eDoc is published to your app library, users will be able to enjoy the interactive image in a pop-up by simply tapping the pop-up button. Let's dive in a little deeper. If I click the pop-up component box, or any of the component box, it will open the properties panel. Each component has a unique set of properties, and in this case, I can change the pop-up button label. Let's rename it Statistics. Click Save, and that's it. Alright, let's go create our last page. Click on the Create button, then Page. Copy the title from your Word document, and then the content. Add in an image component. And then click Save. Now that we have completed the conversion of our Word document to eDoc, I want to see what it will look like in my mobile app. Simply click the preview button, and this will instantly generate a pixel-accurate mobile preview of your eDoc. As you can see, we have the page title up here and the content below. I can quickly navigate to other pages using the left and right arrows below the preview window, and I can go try the image pop-up we've created a couple of minutes ago. You can click on it and instantly view and get a feel of the results. Let's now go to the first page, and once again, this gives you a pixel-perfect preview of what your eDoc will look like once it is published to any of your apps. To exit the preview, simply click this button here. Now that we are done editing this eDoc, I will click on the Options button and then Save and Exit. This will bring me back to the Publication Manager. As you can see, our new publication is here, as well as the details like modified date, by whom it was modified, and the current status of that document. If you click on the eDoc, it will open up more details about this publication, such as the cover, title, description, who created the document, and when it was created or modified, as well as the author. If you right-click on the eDoc, it will give you a list of actions you can apply on this item. I can edit the eDoc, rename it, duplicate it, move it to another folder, change its status, publish it, or delete it. Now let's add a little bit of structure to our Publication Manager. Click on the Create button, and then Folder. Give it a name, click Create, and the folder is instantly added to the Publication Manager. I will now move my publication inside of that folder by right-clicking on it and clicking Move To, and selecting the folder I just created from the pop-up window. To navigate inside of a folder, simply double-click it. To go back out, click on the Home icon and it will bring you to the root of the Publication Manager. Now, hopefully soon you'll have dozens of eDocs in your authoring tool, and if you work collaboratively with a team, you may not know where an eDoc was created or placed. To find an eDoc or folders in the Publication Manager, simply type keywords inside the search bar, and it will display a list of suggestions to choose from. Click on the eDoc, and it will bring you directly to the Publication Settings form of that eDoc. Finally, let's publish our eDoc to our app. Find your eDoc, right-click on the item, select Publish, and this will open up a pop-up window that will contain a list of all of the apps that I have been invited to manage, as well as all the library modules in each app. In this case, I have access to only one app, so I will select the library and click Publish. Once it's done publishing, click Close. As you can see, the status of my eDoc changed from draft to publish. This wraps up our first tutorial on the QuickSeries authoring tool. You are now equipped to create your first eDoc, bring in some interactive components like images and pop-ups, search for eDocs, and publish eDocs. Thanks for watching, I hope this tutorial was helpful, and I hope to see you soon in another tutorial.